Yo, Autumn here. As you might know, for the last 4 weeks I've been doing a 4-color random mini painting challenge, where I've assembled this small squad of 4 different Space Marines, each painted up in their own interesting style. But I want to do something more with that. Enter Combat Patrol. Combat Patrol has been a lot of fun. It lets me enjoy myself and play short games after work, and try out all these sort of weird ideas that I have for how to build or paint some sort of homebrew that otherwise would require a lot more investment of time and money that I wouldn't otherwise have for these little projects. For me, one of the biggest draws of Warhammer is all the creativity that you can put into it. The building, the painting, and the basing, and really being able to tell a bit of a story with what you've made. And being able to share that with your friends by bringing it to the table and sort of enjoying that together. Recently, I've been even adding to this by creating these helmets. For this project, I want to use a lot of these Mark III Marines. I really like the look of their armor, and I was originally going to try out making a Thousand Sons Horus Heresy force that could also be used in 40k, but unfortunately my creativity didn't really spark joy for the local Horus Heresy community. So I've decided to focus on 40k, lean into the aspects of creativity and kit bashing that I really enjoy, and create a really cool counter force for one of these combat patrols. Arbiter Ian did a really good video on what you see is what you get, so we're going to be incorporating that into this design. So I'm putting it up to a vote. I want to see what people want to see. Do you guys want to see Chaos Forces? Do you want to see Loyalist? And which of these color schemes sparks joy for you? The first one in the series for voting is the Samurai. For the Loyalist side, I think a really fun build would be the Grey Knights. A dear friend of mine gave me a lot of his Grey Knight bits when he left the country, so I think I have enough to make this force. I also believe with a little bit of work, at a lot of work, I can probably turn one of these old Firstborn Dreadnoughts that I have into that big Dread Knight. The Chaos, I'm thinking the good old generic Chaos box. This also, I can use the Firstborn Dread Knight in place of the Hellbrute, but I also have a lot of bits here and there, and the Sorcerer looks like it'd be a lot of fun to make an interesting kit bash out of. Next up, we have the Gamma Legion. This is one of the ones I'm also really excited to be able to build. It reminds me of an old enemy type from the Ratchet & Clank games. For the Loyalist side, I think the Dark Angels box, the new one, would be really fun. With all those plasma guns, I can definitely lean into the hazmat style of this force. I can probably design some cool shields for 3D printing. Something that could really lean into that hazmat style that I've got. The sort of half cartoon, half industrial look with all the pipes would be a lot of fun to build. On the Chaos side, I think the Death Guard would massively fit with the theme. But I don't really want to go out and buy 30 Poxwalkers to fill in. So I'm thinking I could possibly mess around with the Hobgoblin Slitters I have still from my Dominion box, and try and make some weird looking creatures that are kind of like the glowing ones from Fallout 4. Next one is the Ghostly Chain. This one, I'm gonna be fully honest, I kinda hope doesn't win, just because I don't want to have to rig up lights onto every single base that I make and play around with the cotton. I was trying to do something I hadn't done before, and I don't think I quite hit it, although I am really happy with the chains and how they came out. Loyalists, I'm thinking Blood Angels. Mainly because I haven't actually done anything Blood Angel before, and it might work with all the different armor types. And if I'm gonna do lighting, why not do it on a big tank? For the Chaos side, I'm thinking World Eaters. World Eaters definitely fit the whole chain aesthetic, and the jackals could be an interesting thing to play with. Maybe even going out and getting some old skeletons and making them glow as well, a bit like the glowing ones. That seems to be a theme for what I'm thinking of. Last but not least, we have the cherry snipers. These are also ones I'm a little bit more hesitant if they win, mainly because making all of the green stuff for all of these sort of camo cloaks and making that sort of theme strive through is going to be a lot of work. But if people really want it, I can do it. In terms of loyalist combat patrols, I think the Space Wolf one looks the most scout-like and would lean a bit more into the camouflage look of it. On the other side, I think I can do, for Chaos, just the generic box again, but go lean into more of like an Alpha Legion style. I would put Thousand Suns here, but I literally just finished making one of them, and I do not want to paint that many Zangors again. But yeah, I hope you enjoy that. I'll be putting a video up soon for how I did some of my Thousand Suns Marines. I hope you enjoyed the little helmets that I've bashed onto all of them. If you like those, there'll be a link in the description for where you can download the STL for free. And I'll be putting up a community post soon for whether people want Loyalist or Chaos, and which of these 4 paint schemes they want to see. And whichever of those wins by next week, I will start working on. This will probably take me a while, this project, so don't expect the final result to be up soon, but I'll definitely keep you posted on progress. Thank you, and see you around.